Hi friends, Ian Brannon here over at Nova Home Loans, and I am proud to spotlight my good friend Lisa Mach with Mach Notary.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Lisa, I want to have our listeners, whoever are watching, really understand what you do as a mobile notary.
So as a mobile notary, I'm also a certified loan signing agent. So in a real estate transaction, I drive to wherever the customer wants me to be. So if somebody requests me at a title company, I go to the title company with the documents. If somebody wants me to sign at their house, I go to their house, a Starbucks, anywhere with the set of documents. I'll print them for them or pick them up at escrow, but I become an extension of their team to help facilitate the closing of their loan and make it smooth.
And you're an extension of my team because I've used you in the past for mobile signings for some of my real estate clients. And one of the most important things for me is your certified signing agent status, right? Because you understand the closing papers that my clients need to sign. And in my absence, if I'm not there, you can go over the documents and explain, easy answers. But the little things that buyers or clients that are refinancing might ask, you'll have a good understanding of what those documents are.
I know what the documents are, and I know if a document's missing, and I know where to point for an answer if somebody has a question about something. I usually, especially with Nova loans, I know where the stacking order is in the documents, and I can help the clients out by answering those questions. So I don't have to bother you during a closing. I just become an extension of you.
So one of the things that I always wondered when it comes to a mobile notary, how do you print the documents on the go?
So I actually don't print on the go, but I can. I have an SUV, I open the back hatch, and I have a jackery that I put back there. I carry a scanner and I can carry a printer. The jackery is an external power source that I can actually power a printer. So if last minute you need a document, I could always print it from back there.
That is so convenient. Really awesome to have, right?
It is.
When I think of a notary in my day-to-day, let's say I wasn't in real estate, I would think, man, in what situations would I need a notary? Can you think of some different situations that someone watching might say, oh, that'd be a good person to know. I'll plug them in my phone so that I have them for this next situation that comes up.
Well, a lot of people need notaries for first real estate documents, power of attorneys, any kind of document for their estate needs an attorney. In the past, vehicles needed it. The Arizona changed the law 2 years ago, I think now. You don't need to notarize titles anymore, but a lot of times people wanted you to come to notarize a title. So they could be in a parking lot making a transaction and ask you to come. Since COVID started, banks started stepping away from notarizing. I know everybody talks about banks are free, go to the banks. They don't want any legal ramification of certain documents. So they're all backing off. So it's making it more convenient for anybody that has anything. IRAs, I've seen a lot of IRAs. There's a document that needs to be notarized and people want it convenient. They work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 11 to 7, just depending, or they want you to come to their work. I'm on my lunch hour, can you come sign a document for me?
Sure.
So there's a lot of life situations that you actually need it.
I just thought of one as well. My son Elliot, he just turned 15 and a half, so he got his permit a couple days ago, and the document needed my signature on it with a notary, I guess, attached to it, because I wasn't with him. His mom took him to the DMV, so that's another thing. But I didn't know that titles didn't need to be notarized anymore, and that's actually a tip to not use your services, but at the same time, I love hearing those little bits of information that people share where clients are like, man, I didn't know that, and you're giving me free advice right now, and that's so important for us to be able to share that knowledge from professionals such as yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to just tell them, oh, I'll come notarize a document, whether it needs to be or not. I mean, it's about making money, but it's not about making money. It's about doing what's right for the client. So if they don't need it, maybe one day they will.
And how long have you been in the business?
So I started Mach Notary in 2019. I first became a notary in 2001. So
Oh, wow.
it's been a while. I had a little break in between, but I came back to it and then started it as a company. I was just a notary for a business that wanted me to be a notary at the time.
And I think there's another thing. Speaking of doing the right thing, you also train and educate up and coming notaries.
I do.
Right? So becoming a notary, I would imagine you take a test. It's probably online, and but there's no. What does that training process look like if you're your own notary? Is there like continuous education that you have to take, or do you find a mentor like yourself and train underneath someone that's been doing it for a while?
Shockingly enough, there's no test.
Oh, really?
In California, there's a huge test that's very hard for people to pass. Arizona is very different than California. California is every state has their own set of notary laws. So there's no one-stop shop. Like if somebody in Florida says they need a notary in Arizona and they say that we can do something, we might not be allowed to do it. So Arizona doesn't have any training classes. They don't have a test. They don't have anything. So when I first became a notary in 2001, they had a class at the Secretary of State and you could take that, and that's where I first learned. So after that, I just dove into education and what to learn, and by law, we're all supposed to carry a manual, Arizona Secretary of State manual, and we are guided by those laws. So what we can charge, what we can do, what we can't do. It's been a year. I started with Notary Academy in training new notaries because most notaries don't know anything. They apply, you pay for your commission, you get your commission, and you're good to go. You order a stamp, and then nobody knows what they're doing. They don't know that laws change and what you can and cannot notarize or what your certificate should look like.
I love that about you, how the best way to really understand your trade is by being able to teach it to someone else. If you're at that level, then you are a true professional. Now, who are your ideal clients? Who would you like to work with?
So my ideal clients would start, like there's a tier basically. Lenders, like you requesting me. Real estate agents can ask the lenders, can ask the escrow agents. Real estate agents are great clients for me because they want to see their clients happy. So they'll ask escrow or they'll ask a lender, you know, hey, when this closes, can Lisa come out? I want my client to feel comfortable at the table. I want somebody that knows what they're doing. I don't want you just to hire a notary just to send out there and then my loan doesn't fund. So real estate agents, next, escrow agents. Escrow agents can't close all their loans in 8 to 5, 9 to 5. They just can't. And it's not always convenient for their clients to force them. A client could be in Marana. They could be in Florida. They could be somewhere, you know, and they can't make it to the office. But they might be visiting Tucson and they could ask for me and I can meet them at a hotel. So
Or at the airport.
I've signed at the airport, hotels. I could tell you stories. I've signed a few of the coaches. So I've actually signed in the offices at McKale, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Just walking down the back hallways that you don't usually see and seeing all the photos and all the players and players walking around and coach. That one was probably my most interesting one.
Heck yeah, bear down.
Yeah, it was my Arizona pride.
That's right. Tell us how we can get a hold of you.
So I have a couple ways. You can always call me. My number is 520-419-9303. And I'm on social media, so you can reach out, email me, call me, text me. If I don't answer, I'm in a closing. I don't usually answer in a closing, and I always get back to people right away.
Love it. So if you're an escrow officer friend of mine, reach out to Lisa. Real estate agents and lenders, I know there's a few of you out there right now. Give her a shot. She knows the documents that you, and she's the last person that your clients see. So wouldn't you want someone professional like Lisa handling your top clients and being an extension of you? I sure as heck do. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.